And I don't think it's as rigid as you're thinking, like, compared to A New Hope.
Yeah,
when him and Obi-Wan fight.
Yeah, that is one of the worst fight scenes, I think, in all of Star Wars.
They're touching tips. That's what
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they were doing.
All right, welcome to Galaxy Bound Podcast. I am Ben, and I am hosting this episode. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We have a guest with us today, and so we'll spend a little bit of time interviewing you and learning more about, you know, all the things that you love about Star Wars.
Interrogating,
and
then,
really. We've got a little bit of news today. There was like a couple of things that we can spend some time talking about that they've released in the last month since our last episode. And then we've got like a really fun game that I put together to kind of close it out. But the bulk of our like kind of episode topic today is to go through and rank in like a tier system all of the films in Star Wars. So we'll have some good discussion that goes along with that, probably some heated moments, but it'll be good. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, especially with a guest, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. So Josh, our conundrum of like doing this was we were thinking, and these two definitely like brought it up. They were like, should we wait to do that not with a guest because we don't really know what he thinks, and like he might like, you know, come out of like left field. And I was like, no, Josh is good. Like I vet him.
All right. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
So no left field like random things like Return of the Jedi is the worst film or something like that. Like
Okay.
Sad.
So Josh, welcome to the podcast. We can start off with you just kind of like introducing yourself. Where are you from? What do you do?
Sure. So I'm from Westfield, born and raised, still live there. I'm married with 4 kids. I have loved Star Wars since I was a little kid. And now I work for CenterPoint Energy. Used to be a firefighter. Now I work for CenterPoint Energy, and actually part of my job is training firefighters. Basically, I just train safety and gas safety, not to don't blow up, houses or yourself or your neighbors.
Yeah.
So,
do you do that all over the state or just in Westfield?
So I'm in charge of Indiana and parts of Ohio.
That's cool.
We're selling Ohio, so it will be just Indiana, but like I'm in Evansville on Monday overnight.
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit of traveling, but
Yeah.
not out of the state, so it's not too bad.
So is it for the safety that you're training, is it like fire specific training for safety, or is it like overall safety?
Overall safety, fire training, first responders is probably a fourth of my job. I train firefighters, excavators, and that means anybody that puts a shovel into the ground or anything into the ground digging. You guys could be excavators, like anyone. And then public officials, big projects. I go to I can talk to the mayor, talk to the like Chamber of Commerce if needed, like stuff like that, to train them on just gas safety and stuff to think about before they just go doing some crazy project.
Yeah.
And then did I say firefighters already? Homeowners. So again, just public safety. Just, if you smell it, get away. Don't start flipping on lights. Like call 811 before you dig. My boss will love that.
Shameless plug.
Cha-ching.
Be safe.
Bonus.
Do you guys ever do grain bin safeties?
Absolutely. So I was just in Greenville, Ohio with a grain company. They make ethanol, and they have a train track that brings in like just a crap ton of corn. Yeah. So the big old grain bins. And it's Anderson's, I think, is who does it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I personally am relatively new to the job, so I don't know where they've been up to this point. Yeah. But absolutely, I'm sure anybody that has giant grain bins that deals any sort of gas, they have big diesel or gas or even natural gas containers.
Yeah.
That's something I would want to know about and probably handle some sort of training once a year at least.
Yeah. My company 3 years ago started sponsoring nationwide. They started doing grain bin safety trainings for fire departments like all over the Midwest.
Sure.
Because a lot of these like counties, like most of their firemen are like volunteers. And so getting them trained on anything, whether it's like grain bin or anything, is like difficult because they're volunteers. They kind of cycle in and out a lot, and they're also out in the middle of nowhere with limited resources.
And super dangerous.
Yeah, and like
people don't realize how dangerous those things are.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. So we've been sponsoring this program with Nationwide to come to Indiana and go county by county and start training like all of these firefighters. So I think we've done like 30 something counties in 3 years, which is pretty sweet.
That is a lot.
But yeah, it's like solely dedicated to training the firemen on like how to like do rescues and like deal with like the emotional part with the families. And like, it's cool. So I was curious if you guys did that.
Like I'll go back to firefighting eventually.
Yeah.
Just, 4 kids.
Yeah.
Might be a little easier to take a break for a little bit, but that stuff's so fun. I love it.
Sweet.
And I love the job. I had never done anything like this before. So it's cool.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
So what does Star Wars mean to you? Like, how did you become a fan? What's kind of your like origin story?
So I feel like I have a unique one, and maybe I don't, but to me it felt different than most people. So I was just thinking about this the other day when you invited me on the show. I was like, what was the first movie I ever saw? Because I'm 29, born in 96. I think you're about the same age, right?
No, I'm 2001.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Yeah, you're 93?
3, yeah.
Oh, okay. So my brother was born in 89. Being 6 years older, I feel like he probably is the reason I was introduced to it at a very young age. I don't think my parents probably would have introduced Star Wars to me at 4 years old, 5 years old, without having my brother. But I remember the day my mom came home and she had 2 VHS tapes, brand new, behind her back, and she said, pick one. Which one do you guys want to watch tonight? And whichever one you pick, we'll watch. And I picked the left, and it was episode 1 on VHS.
Ooh, okay.
And then Remember the Titans was the other one. 2 fantastic movies.
Yeah, very different, but fantastic.
Very different,
movies.
but fantastic. So I believe I might have watched the original trilogy because my mom saw it in theaters originally and thought it was pretty cool. But I was so young, I do not remember that if I did. So I think episode 1 has to be the first episode I ever saw, which I feel like most people our age probably don't start with episode 1, but maybe I feel like they probably start with the original trilogy. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool. Fell in love with Anakin right away. And then tragedy struck, when the day I learned, what happened to Anakin, because I fell in love with him right away and I loved him. So at a young age, I really hated episode 3 because it broke my heart. Not because it was a bad movie, not because they did anything badly in that movie really, but I couldn't watch it. I was so disappointed because I loved Anakin so much. So watching episode 1 and then watching the original trilogy over and over and over again. So I guess to answer the question, what does it mean to you? It's like, it was an emotional, it was probably like my first heartbreak as a kid. So it just sucked me in right away. I wanted to learn everything about why Anakin did what he did. And so anything Star Wars after that, I was hooked.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And luckily a lot of the Star Wars that came out after that explained
exactly
a lot of that for you.
I was just so devastated. So it did. It explained everything for me. And then nowadays, with all the books and different things, there's just so much more. So I've just never not been hooked.
Yeah.
So do you read books? Read any of the novels?
Read is a relative
Read
term.
the summaries?
The audiobooks.
The audiobooks.
I can't stand
counts.
reading. So
that counts. I think audiobooks count as reading.
And I'm relatively new to it still too. I've just been introduced to it. My best friend from church, Jackson Freed, shout out Jackson, is the biggest Star Wars fan I've ever met to this day. And he's read and or listened to every book that I know of. So he introduced me to them and told me to start with Darth Plagueis. And I'm actually reading it right now for the 4th time.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I've done the Bane trilogy and then gone back to that and then did Master and His Apprentice and then went back to that.
All the good ones.
That's the thing. I cheated. I went to him and I said, what should I start with?
Yeah.
So So yeah, just the emotional
Got the
roller
other ones in
coaster.
the
Big
room over
book
there.
too.
Oh yeah, you got them all.
Yeah, they're all.
all in there.
I switch out.
We
the
couldn't
books in
fit
here.
them all in one one spot.
But yeah, just the emotional roller coaster and the character development. The characters, I feel like, is what makes Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody has somebody they can relate to in Star Wars, whether they like Star Wars universe or not. Like, there's some character they're gonna love.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it special.
Yeah. So you kind of talked a little bit about like episode 1 being kind of your like first introduction to Star Wars and the universe. Would you consider that your favorite film, or out of all of the films, which one kind of is your favorite?
So, having only seen the original trilogy and episode 1, I think it probably was.
Yeah.
But it has definitely shifted over the years as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick one, laying in bed thinking about this last night, I think to be true to myself and kind of find the average of which one I've liked over the years would be episode 2.
Okay.
Because I love the clones.
Yeah.
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 I understand, like, there were definitely, like, some, the script maybe wasn't my favorite. The CGI was decent for the time.
Sure. Oh,
but
yeah.
it was honestly the clones is why I loved it so much. I would fast forward to the Geonosis arena every time I watched it.
Yeah.
It was just the most epic scene. Geonosis was incredible. So
Yeah.
the clones are my number 2 like favorite. Anakin, then the clones. I'm obsessed with the clones. My son and I have all the little Star Wars clones, and like they're the phase 2 armor, everything.
That's awesome.
So overall, that was probably my favorite, but obviously Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith are just classics.
Yeah.
Classics. Honorable mentions.
Yeah, that's not a movie that most people pick.
Right? Yeah.
I love that movie. We all love that movie.
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like I'm sure like people watching this would be like, okay, we don't value his opinion then.
Yeah. I think if, I were to expand on it and explain, I think I could probably get some people to be like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
okay, fine.
I think a lot of people that would think that
Yeah.
just haven't given it a true shot.
Or
Like,
they're
they've
just
always
like,
just thought that.
or
it was
they're
bad.
very, very dedicated or passionate about the original trilogy. I think a lot of people that are like, no, those are the OGs, like,
Sure.
they'll never be like taken off the top shelf.
Yeah.
Those are kind of usually the people that are like, episode 1, 2, and 3. They're like me,
I can respect that.
which is
Had
fine.
we seen
Yeah,
them
like-
all in theaters in the 70s, I would probably say the same thing, but we didn't. So
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
we got to pick from a few of them. So.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is like a little bit of like when you watch it, like if you were a kid in that time, and that's like a nostalgic part of it.
It's your
It's like
childhood.
seeing for like some of the first time that like type of film and technology, and like it was just cool to see that. And that was the same for us. Like when we were growing up, is like that was the first time like we'd ever seen like that type of CGI, and like, oh, this is the universe is like expanding, and they're like telling a whole new part of the story.
And
It's like
seeing that many Jedi on screen.
Yeah. Never been done.
No. I mean,
done.
that elevated it so much for us. Because, I mean, just like with like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and then like you see them in the Jedi Temple and stuff, like knowing that the Jedi are like a thing and like they're really cool. And then episode 2 just like takes it to like 4 or 5 steps above that.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're really into the cinematography or like the score or the script and all that stuff, I can see why you could probably pick episode 2 apart. But if you're into Star Wars and you love the story and you love the characters and you love action,
Yeah. Action. Yeah.
Yeah.
you're gonna fall in love with that episode
So good.
Yeah.
every time.
So you talked a little bit about off camera. Your son now has like started to get into Star Wars. Like, what has that been like for you to see that like shine in his eyes?
Yeah.
Kind of like you did.
Yeah. So starting at like 4 or 5 years old, I knew there was some aspects of Star Wars may not have been super appropriate for a 4 or 5 year old. So I just kind of trickled it in every once in a while, talked about it all the time, but I didn't want to like flood him with it and then him just reject it. So I kind of wanted it to be somewhat organic, but tactfully organic. So once he got to about 5 or 6, we really started watching the movies, and I wanted him to watch it in storyline order. I wanted him to see everything as it happened.
Yeah.
And different than what most people got to.
As a good father should.
As a good father should. Different than what most people got to experience. I have seen y'all debate on this.
Do we need to go into this the third time?
I think it's always going to come up for sure. So watching episode 1, he liked it a lot. But he didn't quite have the like sparkle in his eye yet. He was like, yeah, let's watch the second one. He fell in love with the clones and Anakin just like I did. And so it brought a tear to my eye, you know?
Yeah.
Super excited for him. He started loving it. And that's when we dove into Clone Wars. And without having that like passion, you're not going to get through Clone Wars. It's just a lot. It's
true.
It's a ton of time. 7 seasons is a lot. So we didn't watch every single episode. There were a few that were a little more dark than others that I had seen it like 4 times. So I knew which ones to kind of skip, but he probably saw 75%. Then I watched them in order as well. I went to the Star Wars
like the actual
fandom
order
website and watched them in timeline order as well.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to skip around and confuse him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched it in order. Then episode 3, and this I was so excited for. I was waiting months for this.
Yeah. And
seeing his jaw drop, Order 66 was like one of the greatest moments of my life. But he was so upset. I mean, so sad. He was crying, but not in a scared way. Like he was crying because like those were his friends, basically.
Yeah.
Like his friends betrayed his friends. And like he was devastated. And he just kept saying like, Dad, like, why? Like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
You know? And then him learning about the inhibitor chips, like, he was like, is that what the inhibitor chip was? And when he said inhibitor chip, a 6-year-old looked at me and said, is that from the inhibitor chip? I was like, you're hooked, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're never going to walk away from this life.
Welcome to the rest of your life.
Welcome to the rest of your life. So yeah, that really started me back up again. You know, I've always been a fan, always watched him, but that just getting to teach him and show him everything. So we watched them all in that order. He still has not seen the new 3.
Okay.
I think his mom might.
Does he know that they are there, or he doesn't even know that they're
He does now. He didn't for years.
Okay.
I didn't introduce him myself, but I think him and his mom might have watched Force Awakens. But yeah, he doesn't really know much about those. I let him have his own opinion, but he's like, Rey sucks. But yeah, so it's been awesome. It was a lot of fun watching him go through all the feels.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like now that I am a parent, or even like if you're not a parent, you like think one day like, oh, when I have kids, like I can't wait for them to like do this and do this and do this, or you're like you want to pass on things that like you love to your children and hope that they also love them, whether it be like your favorite sports team or dancing or music or whatever. Like you hope that they love the things that you love, and like sometimes it isn't that way. Like as a kid, it's like, oh, I don't like music. Like I want to do football, or like the opposite. Like I don't want to do football. I want to go do like art. But to like have that satisfaction of like your kid is now like in love with the same things that you love. Plant the seeds perfectly. So nice job.
I was like Palpatine in the background, like, planning his future, and he had no idea.
Yeah, Star Wars has always been like about family too, and it's always like it's just a core of like its themes. So then also to like bring that into like the fandom to where like you're wanting to pass it down, kind of like they pass down the Force or something like that.
Like a rite of passage. When you see Order 66 for the first time, it's like chopping off your Jedi braid, you know what I mean? Like you're in, man.
Really is.
Yeah, it's funny because like since he was so much younger than us, we kind of had that relationship with him as well. To where like our dad didn't really show you, and it was all us showing you movies. And so it was before Clone Wars came out but you were really young when you saw like Revenge of the Sith and stuff.
Yeah, I was like 7
Probably
or
around-
8.
Probably around the same time.
Maybe I think it was earlier than that.
Earlier? Yeah, maybe.
Because like it came out when you were 4.
Yeah.
And I know for sure I showed you like
2005. Is that when it came out?
Yeah.
I didn't see it that year, I don't think, but
No,
close
but,
to
I mean,
that.
with how
Probably
many
when
times-
it finally came out on like DVD and
How
like
many
some
times
of the
I
stuff.
watched it? Like
Yeah.
you for sure watched it.
Yeah.
Did you see it in theaters?
Mm-mm.
Me neither. I was.
Well, you did this year.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was the first time I took Easton to watch it in theaters,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, I was
Such-
giddy, man.
such a good theater
opening
movie.
scene in
Yeah.
theaters.
On
Like,
a
I was,
huge screen.
I had high expectations,
Yeah.
obviously, for that scene, but it blew me away.
Yeah.
Blew me away.
Yeah. We were talking about that, how like we could not wait to see that opening scene and just like
Yeah.
the big drums, like the
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
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 the iconic sound of those, the jet propulsors. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Jedi starfighters.
Yeah.
So fast forwarding to kind of more recent Star Wars stuff, have you been watching some of the new series of things like Mandalorian, Skeleton Crew, Andor, like any quick opinions or like things on like how some of the Star Wars canon things have been going in the last 5 years?
Yeah, I should be fully caught up.
Sweet.
I think there's
It's okay if you weren't.
Tales
Like,
of the Empire. I think is the only
Okay.
one I
I've
haven't
watched half of that. I
all of.
haven't watched the
Okay.
the second half of that myself.
I liked
so.
Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would like it. Animated things, I have like mixed opinions on. Clone
Okay.
Wars was the first animated thing I really actually liked, but overall, of all the non-movies, Clone Wars was by far the best. And then I liked Andor.
Yeah.
It was slow. Easton did not like it. I mean, he's 8. He's not going to.
That would be a tough
Yeah.
one for an
Right.
8-year-old.
A lot of
like,
politics, which
A lot of dialogue.
explains a lot. So if you're able to follow, we're old enough we can follow. It is very interesting. So I thought it was pretty good. I didn't love Skeleton Crew, but it's because I don't think I was the audience. So
Did you let Easton watch that?
yeah, he
Did he
liked
like
it.
it?
He didn't like. I don't think he
I
finished
figured
it.
with like kids as the main character, he would be like, "This is
I
awesome."
thought so, but I feel like there's a lot of dialogue there too.
There
It
was,
was explaining a story. I mean, it's a news story, so I feel like there had to be a decent
Yeah.
amount of dialogue to explain what was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
Maybe
liked
when
it.
he's a little bit older, he'd might
Yeah.
probably appreciate it a little bit more.
I think so too. Other than that, though, I think he's watched everything with me, liked it. I liked season 2 of Andor, but I think I liked season 1 better.
Okay.
Not by a lot, but I think I liked it a little better.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Mandalorian. I was a little skeptical at first just because I was like, there's so much untapped Star Wars. Why are we coming up with new? So I went into it with definitely like a bad juju.
Okay.
But I ended up enjoying it. I mean, it was entertaining. It was well done. Jon Favreau does
Yeah.
a pretty good job.
Yeah.
It was just kind of different. I don't know. It was just very different than what we were used to. The whole Grogu thing and the mystery behind what that species is, I'm glad they kept that because,
Yeah.
like, I didn't want them to ruin that. Like, I feel like the mystery of not knowing what the species is kind of the...
It's kind of
Part of it now.
It's part
yeah,
of it. Yeah.
it's interesting.
It makes Yoda. I feel like it would have taken away a lot from Yoda.
for sure.
So I appreciated that. I thought that the whole like Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian was a little But
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I liked it. It was
Cool.
good.
And then any like video games growing up that you played that were like Star Wars?
Battlefront 2, of course. Loved it. That really solidified a lot of my childhood Star Wars. But that's really about it. I played Lego Star Wars when I got a little older. Beat the whole game multiple times. A lot of hours.
It's
Yeah.
such a easy, not like easy game to beat, but like it is one of those that like you can play multiple times, and because you've seen the movies, you already know like what's going to happen. So it's not like playing the game. You're like, I want to experience that like satisfaction of like beating the boss at the like. It's not like that. It's like literally the film. So like,
Yeah.
I think that's an easy game to like play multiple times.
Oh yeah.
And it's Legos. Everybody loves Legos.
Yeah.
It was a good time. So, that was really about it as far as childhood.
Okay.
We had PlayStation 2, but we didn't have a ton of games, period, let alone Star Wars games. So now that I'm an adult and had, when I was single and I had adult money, I got Steam, and so I bought like Republic Commando, KOTOR. I could not get into Knights of the Old Republic. I wanted to, but it was a little too slow for me. But it was disappointing to me that I didn't like it. I was mad at myself. Like, I think that I could really enjoy this, but maybe it was just a time thing. I didn't have the time that I
The beginning of it is pretty slow.
Yeah. So, but it was a cool concept. I think that that's something that I would love for them to touch on in the future. But
we've talked a couple times that I've also never played it, and I'm not a big fan of like slow things at the beginning.
Me too.
That's kind of why I've never really gotten into it.
That era would be really cool to see, though.
So cool. Yeah. So cool.
Again, another untapped
There's so much.
thing. Yeah.
I could go for days on things I would love to see.
We could probably come up with 50 new concepts for Star Wars to do, and
That'd be an interesting podcast.
That would be fun.
Maybe in the future we do that.
Yeah.
Like top 50 new Star Wars
50.
Okay, 25.
That's ambitious. Off the rip.
So what is your biggest Star Wars hot take? Just like a quick off the top of the head hot take.
Say it.
Do it.
I hate to be, I never want to be.
Do it.
I never want to be like super negative on Star Wars and like trash, anybody. But honestly, up to this point, I have really hated Disney. How they've handled everything. Not everything. I say everything. I didn't
That may
mean
not
everything.
be that big of a hot take, but
I would say more than 50% of what they've done, I've been pretty upset with.
Oh, wow.
Have they done good things? Yes, but I had to like go back and kind of put like really non-biased effort into finding those good things. I feel like I don't go and watch movies based on the cinematography and the score and the script necessarily. Like, I'm not a big movie cinema guy.
Okay.
I'm a story character guy.
Yeah.
And so I felt like some of the characters, they could have done better on the development. So I think that was where I struggled. I didn't watch The Force Awakens and find a character I was like, oh, I love that character.
Yeah.
I didn't fall in love with a single one of them.
Yeah.
The whole trilogy, I really don't have a character that I connected with. And that's how I connect to shows, movies, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
So I struggled with that. What really bothered me the most was how they handled Luke at the end. Like, him just being a hopeless, negative hermit. Like, I just felt like he was, they named the movie after A New Hope. Like, I felt like he was the one that brought hope to the galaxy from the very beginning.
Right.
And then now he just threw it all away, like, and just gave up. Like, that's what I felt like. He just gave up. So I thought that.
he did.
Yeah. I hated that.
So you
hated
didn't, so I know a lot of people have that opinion, but did you ever how many times have you watched it since you watched it the first
One time.
Okay.
So I have to admit,
Yeah.
there might be.
It was just a gut reaction.
Yes.
From the
Yeah.
creator.
And I think everyone kind of had that reaction.
Yeah.
I've noticed that, like, if you go back and rewatch them all three of them back to back, and then you already know going into it what's going to happen. And then you do see Luke, like, he changes his mind and like he comes back and he like saves them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
a little redemption.
The end, like, that is Luke Skywalker, like what he did at
definitely.
the end. And so then like that kind of like you have that in your mind after that second or third watching, and they're like, okay, that makes a little more sense. Like, he clearly made a mistake.
Sure.
And like
I can respect that.
He changed for the better by the end of it. So
Something moved.
he
on.
probably bumped the cord.
But yeah, I that was hard. But yeah, I have not gone back and given it really a second chance. And I own that. So it's like, I'm not going to sit and trash on them forever. But that's just knee-jerk gut reaction was I had such high expectations for Disney. I was like, oh man, the budget for this is amazing. They're going to do amazing things.
And it looked good.
It looked good.
For sure.
But I've totally been disappointed.
Yeah.
Up to this point.
It didn't come back up on the screen. Is that okay? Oh, perfect. Okay. Not that we need that up there, but
fancy.
I'm just making sure it wasn't like gone for them
No, we're
now. Okay, sweet. Well, I think you pass.
Yeah, I don't think that was a hot take, but
Was it not? Yeah, well, that's...
I mean, a little bit. I think
If you were to put out in the world, I can't stand what Disney's done to Star Wars, you're going to get a lot of backlash, I feel like.
It's kind of 50-50.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
I think their highs are high and their lows are low, and there's not a ton of just like that was fine or okay or whatever. Like it was like they have like 3 or 4 that have been like that was, and then there's a lot of like
Rogue One, fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
I saw it in 3D.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
It was awesome.
That'd be cool.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
So after the movies, because we haven't had a movie since 2019.
Yeah.
If you like took all of that out of the Disney era and you just focused on everything that came after that, would that change your opinion?
Are you
have
asking,
they gotten better?
I was going to say,
Has
are
it
you
gotten
asking
better?
if they've gotten better? Yes.
Okay.
I think that they could listen to the fans better, but I feel like they have had to. Like we've forced their hand to listen to us a little bit.
Yeah.
Money talks, right? I mean,
Yeah.
when fans start freaking out and getting upset and not watching as much as they thought they would, I think they started listening a little bit. I'm not giving them credit that they listened out of the goodness of their heart. I really think it was.
I mean,
this is
maybe
why.
like that's the thing is like you got to remember like corporations are people,
Yeah.
but they're also corporations and they're
Yeah, it's
always
business.
fighting each other.
Sure.
So like I know for sure there's tons of people at Lucasfilm that are trying to do so many things and they're probably like coming up against things that like the suits at Disney want them to do.
Sure.
And that's definitely true for the sequel trilogy. Like
100%.
there's so many people that have come out and said like we knew this was going to be bad. Like there wasn't a plan. Like we had many people come up with ideas of like what to do and
That's too bad.
and then it's always like, well, we just bought Lucasfilm. We need to make the money back immediately. And
Yeah.
Yep.
so, yeah, I agree though that it's been better, and it almost feels like just within the last like 2 years is when they're finally listening.
Yeah, I think they they had like a big dip,
Mm-hmm.
and then now they're back even to where they were, I think, before the big drop off of like this is all like not really great.
I
So,
don't
like,
think
I think
they've topped Rogue One.
No, I think they're back to where they've gained a little bit of the trust back, but there hasn't been anything that's like taken them to the next level yet.
Sure.
So that's what I kind of think where
I agree with
Disney's
that.
at.
Yeah.
I'd
think
say,
I'm with you on
like,
that.
It's like things that haven't come out yet, so I can't really say for sure. 'Cause
True.
those things might be trash.
True.
But like it kind of feels like they're like trying to play it safe a little more and like not
Taking their time.
They're being more
taking their
strategic.
time.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
strategic and
Yeah, I think bringing in like people like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni who are like fans of Star Wars, I think that's helped because they can translate like what fans out there are wanting. Like, oh yes, like I also love this. Like, I also am a big fan. Like,
maybe
we
to
can
a
do
fault
this.
sometimes though.
I mean, no director's ever gonna be like get the perfect itch scratched from like all of the fans. Like there's still
No.
going to be a collection every time that's going to be like, should have done this, or like, why didn't you do this? So
It's true.
yeah. Awesome. Well, moving into a little bit of tiny news, we've got a couple of things that
I love that you said that.
Yeah.
little tiny news. We had a image of Ezra that was released and leaked. Was this like supposed to be leaked?
Yeah,
Pull
it
it
was
up
at
on the
Comic Con.
screen. Can you-
They showed it at Comic Con.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to show it on the screen,
Yeah.
he's got a nice looking jacket.
Yeah.
I want that. I'm a big jacket guy. I love
I couldn't
that.
pull it off, but I'd want it.
Yeah.
It's a Han Solo-esque jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a good character selection or good actor selection.
Oh, he's so
Absolutely.
good.
Yeah.
It's
And
incredible.
he loves playing Ezra.
Does
Yeah.
he?
Yes, I follow him on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and he, like, you've seen Rebels, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He, like, will, like, people will show him, like, memes of, like, how he's, like, Jabba the Hutt or, like, Lando Calrissian, like, where it's like Ezra's pretending to be though, like he'll use those names in the show, and so like they'll show like a picture of Ezra and we like just Jabba the Hutt doing his thing or something. Like he'll like play
so
into
funny.
it, and it's so funny.
That's pretty good.
And it's crazy because he wasn't a Star Wars fan before he took the role, and then he just dove all in, and he's like a huge fan now.
That's risky, I feel like.
Yeah.
I would want my actors to be all in on Star Wars, and so to not be a fan before and just hope that he becomes one.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he did. I would rather somebody look a little bit less like the character but be a Star Wars fan than look just like him and not care.
True. Yeah, true.
I definitely get that.
Yeah.
It also depends on the role.
Well done.
But I do think that is a risk for sure.
Yeah.
And then we also had a new image for the Maul series.
I did not see this.
Looks so cool.
Yeah, looks really good.
Dude.
Just the quality of the animation.
Yeah.
It's gotten so good.
So well done.
Yeah, so they showed those at Comic-Con, like their official things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the way he looked in Clone Wars? I thought he looked kind of weird. A little bit.
I thought he looked weird in Rebels a
Like
little
this?
bit. Yeah, he looked like that.
Yeah.
That is from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Like his horns were too big or something, or what?
Well, I figured they would have grown, right? I mean, not living on a trash heap.
True.
That to me made some sense. I thought he looked very long, like elongated, like stretched, elongated. I thought it was just a
too
little
skinny and lanky.
But again, he was on a trash planet, I guess. I hadn't really thought about that aspect. But like, I just was picturing when the gates open in episode 1, when you first see him, and he kind of looked beefy and jacked and like round. And so maybe that was what they were going for, living in trash.
I want to say it's the animation style.
But I also,
if you look at Anakin and Obi-Wan, they're also very
like elongated and skinny. Yeah.
Almost all the characters in that are kind of like that style.
Yeah. So I like here he looks a little bit beefier.
More natural.
Yeah, more natural. I like that he looked jacked. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
And him being as a Brock, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think as the animation style is going to be different for this, it's going to I think it's going to look cool.
Yeah, it's like similar but different.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Not quite like Savage. Too big.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that show.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
And then they released a Bad Batch novel, which takes place between season 2 and season 3 of the show, called Sanctuary. And this is about rebuilding and defending Pabu.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and reviews are really good. When I heard that they were making this, I was like, okay. But it's not continuing the story, so...
Yeah, so what's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah.
But, yeah, a lot of people are saying that they just wish it was in the show. Like, that's how good it is. So...
Well, it will then at some point. It may got put at end of the line, but I'm sure it will.
Yeah, it'll be like Book of Boba Fett, but it'll be Book of Pabu.
Yeah, season 2.5. Book of Pabu.
If they name it that, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's watching that.
And then they have the directors that have been revealed for the next Ahsoka. Dave Filoni, Bryce Dallas Howard, who did Mando, Book of Boba, and Skeleton Crew. We've all liked her stuff that she's done.
She's been doing really good.
Yeah. And then Jennifer Getzinger, who did part 6 of season 1. And then Anders Engstrom, who is he's done Disney's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and then Apple TV's show C.
Yeah,
which I've never seen.
I've never seen it. He tried.
I tried it.
Really?
It's the storyline.
It's
What's
the
it
one
about?
with Jason Momoa, and they're like all blind. It's like
Cool premise, but
Yeah.
it's a little.
Is it just a single season show?
I think there's 3.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Interesting.
really? Okay. Nice. Is Anders Engstrom doing the new Percy Jackson that's about to release?
Well,
It's been out for a while.
came out last year.
I thought there was one coming out like soon, like in 2026.
Might be
It
a
might
new
be
season.
season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a show.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that either.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
And then my favorite reveal has been the galaxy map, which is so sweet.
I have the laptop on that whole time. Oh well. Still getting used to using this thing.
Yeah, I can't
That's
even
so
like
awesome.
fit it all on the screen. That's how like big it is. But
It's
Yeah.
so cool.
yeah,
This-
I kept like on my phone. I was looking at it on my phone, but I was like zooming in and just like looking at all the different things. Like, oh, that's where that's at in
Yeah.
relation to this. So
Yeah, this came out like right after we did the last podcast, like
Yeah.
a day after. So
So
it's been a month since this released, but I wanted to mention it because it's so cool, and we're definitely going to be like pulling this out
yeah,
multiple times on this podcast, probably, just to like be like, is that nearby? Where's that at?
yeah, it was really interesting to like think in the films of like, oh, these two planets, like they go from here to here, and like how far or how close that is, like on the map. You're like, oh, that's just like
Yeah.
right there. I had no idea it was that close. Or it's like, oh my gosh, they like went all the way over there for that.
yeah.
I think the interesting one is episode 1 when they go from Naboo and they took a really weird detour to Tatooine
Yeah.
because they're not very close.
No, it's like way out of the
because
way.
they're trying to make their way to Coruscant in the middle.
Actually, I haven't even looked at that.
Yeah, like if
Well,
you
the hyperdrive was leaking, so they had
Yeah,
to stop
you
somewhere
only
close,
zoomed
but
in.
it was that far out of
and
the
they
way.
had to pick a planet that wasn't
it had to be off the grid.
like they wanted it
No
to not
Empire presence.
Yep.
not the Empire,
Well,
but
yeah.
yeah.
Republic
Trade
presence.
Federation.
Yeah, so
Oops,
you go
whoops,
down
whoops.
to the south part of the map.
Gosh. Okay, there we go.
You use little
Mouse
arrows, or
Yeah, maybe I can. Oh, there we go.
can you not like click and drag?
Ah.
There you go.
Try that first.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It keeps doing that when I
Why do you
get to
keep
the very
using two
bottom.
fingers? Just use one.
Okay. I don't even see where Tatooine is.
Go to the right.
Wow, I didn't realize Utapau was that far out there. It's even past Dagobah.
Yeah.
Go up.
I'm trying.
That's right.
You're like a 60-year-old trying to learn how to use
Yeah,
a
I was gonna
computer.
say, like, come on, boomer.
It's like right in the middle of the screen.
Geonosis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Tatooine and Geonosis.
That makes sense in episode 2 why they were so close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't realize they were that close.
So Naboo, I think, is closer to the core. So they had to go away from the core.
Yeah, Naboo is down and left. Malastare. Yeah, over by Malastare to the right. Pink.
Yep.
Malastare
Yeah,
to
so
the
they
right.
went the
Oh, yeah.
opposite
Charter
direction
sector.
to go to Tatooine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, not on the way at all.
not at
Yeah.
all. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is funny to think, like, they said they didn't have enough fuel to get to Coruscant, but it doesn't seem like it's that much farther than going to Tatooine.
I know, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think it is a lot farther, but it's
Okay.
still quite a trek
I mean,
to
yeah.
go from there to Tatooine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're going through like 4 different zones to get to Coruscant in the middle.
Which, if, like what Qui-Gon was saying, if it really was fate in the Force and part of the prophecy,
Yeah.
does that add to it? That's almost
Yeah.
like it is really out of the way. The Force, like, really did. It is a big deal that they went there. Like, what are the odds?
Yeah, exactly. And it was Obi-Wan that chose it.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
He's like, Master, look. Tatooine.
Which is odd because he didn't care about the old prophecies, and he
Definitely didn't care about
he
the kid
wasn't
either.
much into right. He wasn't much into the living force like Qui-Gon. That's interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this is the hyperspace rooms. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, that is cool. And just seeing how big the unknown regions is.
Yeah. Even the deep core. I didn't realize how big the deep core was. I just assumed it was 1 or 2 planets, just a little. But no, I mean, it's
huge.
It's huge. I read Revan. And they travel a lot into the deep core, and I thought that was the first time I'd really been introduced to like Typhus, right? Typhus, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think.
Is that a planet?
Yeah,
Typhus.
It's in the deep core. Is it? I think it's Typhus. That's what sounds
Tython?
Right.
Tython.
That's what I was thinking of. And that was the first time I had never heard of Tython, and so then I looked into it, and I started looking into more of those other planets and reading about them. It's freaking cool.
Yeah,
super cool.
Jakku.
Go to the unknown regions in that book too, don't they?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool. Very cool.
All right. Into the ranking. So
tough.
Pull this up here. We might have to. We're going to have some ads because I don't have a profile on this website. So
why?
It wouldn't let me see the website without disabling your ad blocker.
Oh.
So.
Really?
Yeah.
I've used it before.
I pulled it up and it was like, go to your ad blocker and allow this website. And I was like, okay. So. Okay. So this has all 9 films plus Rogue One plus Solo.
While you're explaining.
Oh. All 9 films plus Solo plus Rogue One plus one of the Clone Wars they're considering a film.
A Clone Wars movie?
The movie?
Yeah.
I mean, technically true.
Yeah. I know.
Gonna go at the bottom.
Yeah. It just showed like
it's
3 days of the war, and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just episode 1 through 3 of the show.
Basically,
Yeah.
It should have been.
The Battle of Christopsis, that's it, right? It doesn't show any other battles?
Basically.
Yeah. I've only seen it one time.
It's not fun to watch again.
Yeah.
It's not.
It was a means to an end. You had to watch it to get to the next Clone Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, let's get this over with.
You get to see Jabba's son, though.
Yeah.
So has everyone done like a tier ranking before?
Yeah.
Not with
Like in general?
Just like on this website or like seen them done before?
I've seen them done, yeah.
Okay.
I've seen
So
it.
for the fans who have not seen this, so there is S tier, which is like gold standard, like best of the best. Then you have A, B, C, D, and F. And so what we'll do is we'll go film by film and we'll drag them to where we think that they deserve to be in the rating. There's not any rules like to have a certain number per row or anything like that. But I would say like S tier probably shouldn't have like 5 films on it, you know?
Right.
Right.
Reserve that for like the best of the best. Okay, so I don't think these are in like a specific order.
Can you make it full screen? Hit the green thing on the left.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Nice.
Did that change anything? Do you want me to zoom out a little bit, or is it good?
No, I think that's good.
Okay, so we can start with the Clone Wars.
Start with the worst.
I don't know. It's just first on the. Well, how do we want to do this? We don't have to.
If
I
it
can
were
drag
as a
any
series, that's very different than if it were just the movie. So I think we need to establish that.
It's just the movie, I think.
Yeah, it's just the movie.
Yeah.
Then F.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we want to put that in F. Okay.
We can change things around.
Yeah.
Like,
sure. They're not locked in.
Yeah.
Rogue One.
It's early to put it in S, but I think it could be.
Yeah, I think we probably should.
Yeah.
Start it there.
Yeah.
Start it in S.
Yeah.
I like it.
Think about how it's got Vader in it. That's all you need.
I mean, I love that movie.
Criteria.
Yeah.
All the movies with Vader.
Checked every one of my boxes. Vader.
Yeah.
So Spencer's S tier does have 6 films.
Every one of my one box.
But yeah, the Tantive 4 hallway scene is
Oh, yeah.
it's top 5 scene in Star Wars.
Oh, for sure. Maybe
Okay,
top
so
3.
we'll start it in S tier. But as a whole film, we think S tier? Or just that scene like redeems the whole thing?
I think it's in there.
All
I
right.
think it's in there. I think it was a story that had to be
I think
told.
an A. I don't know if
Had
it's
to be
S
told.
myself.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was told well,
Yeah.
and it linked up to the exact beginning of the original. I mean,
The scene.
it did all the things.
It
Yeah.
did all the things.
It did all
Yep.
the things.
So
Okay.
are you familiar with the original story in Legends, like the Dark Forces, how the Death Star plans were stolen?
No. The only thing I knew before going into this was when Leia said, you know, the high price we paid for these. It better work for the price we paid for these. Like, that's about it. Like, I just knew there was a high price. I always thought money. I never knew she was talking about, like,
Lives.
the lives. The amount of people that were massacred.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
no, I did not. So what
Is it different than what they did in Rogue One?
Oh yeah, it's completely different.
Synopsis?
Synopsis. Dark Forces is a video game from the 90s and stars Kyle Katarn as the main character, and he's like a mercenary. He's like a previous Imperial officer turned mercenary, and then throughout Dark Forces, he's hired to steal the Death Star plans. Like, he's the one that stole them and got them.
It was a single guy.
Just one guy. Well, he had a partner, but mostly just him, because you play as him.
Though that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
I just feel like it's not realistic that one or two guys could have ever pulled that off.
Yeah.
right. But
But it's
I
cool.
feel like a lot of people, when this came out, were mad that they didn't just like take that concept and like use that character
Oh, yeah.
and then
true.
just like expand on it.
Instead of
Andor.
Andor
Yeah,
out of
like-
thin air.
Andor is very similar to Kyle Katarn.
Looks
but
the same too.
Yeah, they look similar.
Interesting. I didn't
Like
know that.
when he has his jacket that he has, his brown jacket is very similar.
So like they got close. Why not just
Because
Go the whole
Andor's
way.
not the main character
use the
of Rogue One.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. He should be.
Yeah, because it was mostly
He's like kind
Jin.
of not even the main character in Andor. I mean, he is, but like there's so many others that are like
Yeah.
right there up with him
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
like main characters. That
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is interesting though, because you know that they were familiar with Dark Forces when they were making the
Now
characters,
that you say
because of
Yeah.
For sure.
Cassian
The likeness.
Andor looks like Kyle Katarn, but then Kyle Katarn's partner, her name is Jan,
Oh.
and Jin.
Oh jeez.
Dang.
So they did everything but.
Yeah, it's like they're giving like the very bare minimum of a nod
Yeah.
to it. Like, well, we
Interesting.
know they exist, but we're gonna do this thing.
Yeah.
Luckily, it worked out, but a lot of people were really mad about that for a long time because it was early on in the like Disney
Yeah.
acquisition era.
Jen Erso was a not needed character, if we're being completely honest. Was she a good character? Sure. But I don't think she was needed. Like, Andor should have been if I could have done it my way, Cassian would have been main character.
Yeah.
They would have shown him as a kid growing up, knowing why he is so angry, why he's just doing what he's told, why he's just so focused on the plan.
Yeah.
A snippet of that instead of Jen. I know that was just an intro for Galen, but it didn't need a 30-minute intro to show Galen.
Yeah.
I think. So I think that Cassian could have been the main character. Jen could have just been a snippet, a daughter, and she's a sidekick. Still has the passion that because it's her dad, but for
Interesting.
her to be the main character, I thought was more of a Disney thing, trying to put in a woman in a powerful position.
Yeah.
I really do.
Sure. Yeah.
She was a good character, though. I think they at least did her well.
Yeah, I really liked her.
Yeah, I have no problem with her as a character. I just think,
but for the overall story, it made more sense to have him.
She could have gone. They could have done without her, and it would have been nothing would have been different. I think.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's my.
There
hot
you
take.
go.
That is probably a hot take. Yeah. So did you just talk us out of S tier?
Uh-oh. I might have.
My vote myself, I said it's A. I don't know if it's S.
I probably would agree with that.
Like it hits all of the boxes, but I just don't know if like.
I think it is a little overrated.
Yeah.
Like in the community right now. People say it's like the best Star Wars that has ever existed.
Oof. That's
bold.
And it's just,
that is bold.
That's bold. Like I think if you were telling somebody about Star Wars and you're like, if the S tier are like the only films that they're like willing to watch, I think you can tell the story without it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it is an A, but not an S. Yeah.
I do think that's a different criteria though, unless we are using that as our criteria.
I mean, I think in my mind a little bit, it's like the importance of the movie to the story, like the cinematography, like the acting, like the story, like it. All of that kind of comes into play for me when I'm like voting.
All good.
But I think there's movies that are like pivotal to the story that may not make it into S tier just because we can't fit all 9 in there. You know,
that's for sure.
I guess if we don't,
I think it's there.
If we're not considering that, we would have to like look at it more from a from a film perspective rather than a Star Wars perspective.
Oh yeah.
So like the sequels, like there's a lot of aspects of those that make them good, like standalone movies from every other aspect.
Yeah.
Just maybe not like the best Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
True. Okay, next one. Let's do Solo.
Okay. Good movie. Definitely not necessary.
No.
Yeah.
I'd probably put it in.
I want to put it in C.
Yeah, I was gonna say B or C.
I think C probably. I don't know if there's. I mean, it's really cool from a nostalgic period point of view to see like the origin of like Han and like Chewie and like how they like met and like came to be and like like all those cool characters that were like from the films, and you like get to see this like cool story behind it.
I think Lando is like one of the best parts of the movie too.
Yeah.
Like Donald Glover is so good.
Yeah, he is.
He did do a good job.
Yeah.
I would say probably
I want to say B.
B?
Just because like it is a good movie. Like it's a fun movie.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think it belongs in anything under C.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was going to say C. I have only seen it once, though.
Oh, really?
I didn't love it.
The second, I didn't love it the first time, but the second and third time, I've really liked it. Like, it's just fun. Like, the first time you watch it, you're like, oh, is this really Han? Like, I can't really see this as like a young Harrison Ford.
Yeah. He was a little too fun and spunky for dry, like, hardened
Yeah.
Han.
But then by the end of it, like obviously he's like basically a kid.
Yeah.
And then like you kind of learn like why he becomes
that.
Yeah.
Like he was betrayed and like he learned from his mentor.
Jaded.
Yeah, became jaded. Which I think we would have
fair.
seen more of that progression like if they made sequels to it, which they were planning on, but
it's like set up perfectly for a sequel.
Yeah.
At the end of it, I really was like that's it. Because,
I know, that's how I felt too.
Because I was like, I feel like seeing how old and how long they've been together in The New Hope, and then seeing how young he is here, it's like
there's so much more.
I feel like I don't know what it is, but there has to be so much more.
Yeah, there's like another
the Kessel
20
Run
years.
was so important, of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I felt the same way. I was like, man, I really want like a sequel to this. This is just set up so perfect for
it should
like
have
the
just been a
next one.
series.
yeah, I think
They should do that now.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of are like that's what the Maul show is going to be, basically.
True.
Going to be a sequel to him, at least.
So we can start it at C and then
See where we end up.
Yeah, we can move some things around if we like later compare to things. Okay, so for the 9 films, do we want to go in any sort of order, or just whatever order they have them set here as I like pull them up?
I could just pull them out.
Yeah, just go in that
Okay.
order. That's fine.
Attack of the Clones. Episode 2.
I don't think it can be below B. But
No.
I know I'm biased. Though.
Yeah, I mean, you're S tier for this one, right?
No. I'm realistic, but I am biased.
Yeah.
I think B's appropriate. I could make a case for A, but then I'm thinking in my mind like A and S, like those have got to be like, you got to reserve those for like the ones.
Yeah.
Well, like we did with Rogue One, maybe what flaws do we have there at one question? And then second question would be, what portion of the movie could we do without? Can you do without it? Without any?
I
think
definitely
that
don't
would-
think you can do without it.
Agreed.
Definitely not.
You have pretty crucial points of storyline that
Yeah.
I don't think you can do without any of them. Well, let's be honest
Well,
here.
you can do without Rogue One and Solo.
Oh, I meant 1 through 6.
I think there's an argument. I think there's an argument where you cannot have the Phantom Menace.
True.
A lot of people think that. I know. Great
Well,
movie.
except for the whole, I mean, them getting Anakin is like,
Yeah, I don't think that's necessary.
Could you tell that in the yellow letters at the beginning, the scroll? Probably.
Probably.
I don't know, but
Like a lot of
they
people
talk
think
a
that it should
lot.
have been like
Fate.
Attack of the Clones first, and like you like maybe get like the first, like you get an additional like bit like showing maybe like a flashback or something of like them getting him, or like they explain where he came from.
Yeah, because like you get the whole scenes of him talking about like the midichlorian count and like
Yeah, I don't think we need
dialoguing with the council about like bringing him in and like begging them and like,
Your mother.
I mean, that's only 10 minutes of the film or whatever, but like,
that. Yeah, but
that's
you could have like
important.
fit that in different ways.
But also Jar Jar. I mean,
Yes,
we need
miss all of Jar Jar.
And like people say like you could start like just make Attack of the Clones a little bit different, and then like
hello, Captain Tarple.
have another movie in there in between showing like the Clone Wars,
Yeah, I could see that.
like the highlights of the Clone Wars or whatever.
It does
Revenge
pain
of
me
the
to
Sith.
say it, but I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for, if you have to boil it down to the two parts of the plot that one really hits, it's him loving his mother because that's his fatal flaw,
Mm-hmm.
and 2, the politics behind how all the wars started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is good to know.
And it could have been reworked
Yeah,
in other ways.
It could have just been said really in a sentence, each individual thing. Like,
Yeah,
seriously,
true.
it could have been said in a sentence. Oh, we found him on Tatooine out on the outer rim.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, didn't have a mother. Metachlorian counts through the roof.
Yeah.
We should check him out.
Yeah.
Episode 1 finished.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
So it does pain me to say. 'Cause
And then
I
like in the
love
crawl they would
episode
say like, oh, like trade routes have been in
Yes,
dispute.
which it
like,
does.
Yeah,
it does.
it
It,
does
it
say
explains
that,
the
yeah.
whole movie, and in that,
Yeah.
that
Okay,
sucks
so
to hear. But
let me grab episode 1 here from the pile.
And I
We're-
love episode 1,
Yeah,
to
I
be
love
clear.
it.
So do we think like D for episode 1, C, B?
I was gonna say C, but after just saying what we said, I think D is my vote.
But we're forgetting about in episode 1, you have the fight with Maul.
Oh gosh, yeah, the energy beam hallway.
Yeah.
But that's not
It's
instrumental,
not
to the
plot
story.
at all.
Is this
But that's
lined
the
up, by
first
way?
Sith Lord in like 1,000
1,000
years.
years.
Is this straight?
No,
It was straight.
now it is.
Oh, so
Ish.
good though.
Yeah.
Okay, because I did mess with it last night.
B.
I forgot.
I would have a hard
See?
time picking one scene, even 2 scenes, to bump it up to a B. I think that if I think it was a D, and you're right. I mean, that's just so iconic.
Okay, here's
Maybe bump
a
up to a C.
question. is episode 1 better, equal to, or worse than Solo?
Better. I think they're both.
Do they belong on the same row?
Where do we put Solo?
We put it at C.
I want it at B.
You want Solo at B?
No.
Episode 1 at B?
Yeah, it does hurt.
Or does Solo move down to D?
No.
No.
I think it's at B.
We can have things on the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
I think it's better.
It's better, so it
It's more
belongs in B?
crucial to...
It is better. Can it be better but still be on the same row?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we can order them.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a compromise.
Yeah.
Because I think you're right. It is
We could
better.
put it there for now. We can move
But
it
putting
around.
it on B seems high. But we can move it later.
Yeah.
Now, we could do it like an actual, like, tier pyramid where, like, there's 1 in S, 2 in A, 3 in B. So it's like a pyramid, and you don't have more than...
No.
Yeah, that was just a question to see if that was it.
Then we're like really stretching things to just make them fit rather than...
Well, then you, like, actually rank them in, like, kind of order of, like...
So, like...
1,
But then
3.
you have to have 2 and you have to have 3 in 1.
Yeah. So it'd be like number 1 film, 2, then
Solo.
3, then 4, 5, 6. 7, 8,
Oh,
9,
I
10.
see.
But we don't have to do that right now. Like,
Yeah,
we can just...
that's not really...
Yeah.
Saying that they're mid. I
Okay,
think
so
is
your vote is
fair.
B.
That is
They're
fair.
mid.
Yeah.
What do you think for episode 1?
I think put it in C ahead of Solo. I think that's...
Okay.
For now.
Good with that, Josh?
That might end up moving, but...
Yeah.
I
We can
like
keep
that.
it there for now. Okay,
Yeah.
so back to Attack of the Clones.
Oh, right.
That is B, I think.
We think it's
Yeah.
better than that. Is it equal to
No.
Rogue
No.
One?
I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
I think that it was pivotal to show the progression of Anakin's fall.
Mhm.
I mean, that's major plot right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And then obviously the beginning.
Yeah.
Of the Clone Wars.
Begun the Clone Wars.
I was just
Okay. Episode 3.
S.
S.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when I was ranking
No
Rogue
notes.
One, I was
No
ranking
notes.
it with this in mind.
Yeah.
And I picked one small, maybe arguable flaw out of Rogue One. I can't find one for Revenge of the Sith. So that is why
Yeah.
I ranked it the way that I did.
Yeah.
You can't find any.
No, none, 0. And if you do, you can leave.
I mean, we have a whole podcast of us kind of picking it apart.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was 3 hours, guys.
Yeah.
That was
It's a
incredible.
long one.
I watched every second. I loved it. I loved it.
I appreciate it.
Okay, you might have to help me with...
I had like 160 views too.
Really?
Really?
Something like
I
that.
haven't checked it in
It
a
was a
while.
lot.
Let's see.
And I was thinking like that long.
Yeah, that's kind
Maybe
of
it was like maybe that one was 100, but some of the other ones had like 160. That one was a little bit less, but it being 3 hours, it was like I think it was like 90 to 100 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you normally watch on YouTube or Spotify?
YouTube.
Okay, A New Hope.
You said you needed help with something.
I could zoom in and figure it. I didn't know exactly between the 3 of these which one was which from just the movie poster.
Oh yeah, if you like pinch. You
Yeah.
Another hot take. It's my least favorite of the trilogy.
What?
A New Hope.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Okay, maybe it's not hot then.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was going to get like
It's the slowest one.
chastised.
It's like your
First one's
introductory,
usually-
and then
yeah.
you like 5 is the best.
Still love it.
Yeah.
Iconic, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's my least favorite.
D.
D.
Oh,
Below episode 1.
Gonna get canceled, guys.
no, I think it's on C.
It can't be worse than Solo.
Yeah, you're
No.
probably right. You're probably right.
And it's not worse than episode 1. So if we need to move both of those down to D, and then A New Hope is like
It
our
is so-
criteria
it is
for
so
C,
important. Yeah. I might have jumped the gun on it.
or
How much of nostalgia are we taking into effect here?
I don't
Because I think it's a
should.
fair criteria.
yeah, I don't think we should do that.
Not too much.
But I think it should be part of it.
Maybe.
I
I,
mean,
wouldn't
it's-
give it too much weight.
Unless, because then we're just going back to like, are we judging these by like their merit as a film rather than like what we think about
I think
them?
that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Their merit as an individual film.
But I think nostalgia for our opinions. Like, we're opinionated. This isn't an unbiased ranking.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, Attack of the Clones would probably be at the bottom.
If it was unbiased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, everyone criticizes that for so many
hate
things.
it, man. People hate it.
Same with Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just go to the Rotten Tomatoes scores.
The difference is that one had some logic to it as to why. Like, once we said it's not that great, and we could actually talk it through and be like, okay, yeah. Episode 2, I don't think we really could. This one, I don't think we can either. I don't think we could talk it down to D. I think it would not be logical.
Right.
So that probably was me being biased, being 5 years old when I saw it for the first time. Like,
I mean, we can't get out of our bias.
Yeah. You think it's like at the same level as Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, I think B is probably good for
equally as important, but also
has
slow
some flaws, is a little slow.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Happy with that.
Empire.
Yes.
That was my favorite growing up.
So good.
Problem is I didn't like the end. I got bored. I loved the Battle of Hoth.
Yeah.
Really?
Loved the beginning. And I would get bored halfway through as a kid.
The Vader duel's so
as a
good.
kid.
Yeah, for sure.
No, the
S.
Vader duel is not.
S? I don't know, man.
I don't think that fight scene is good.
Are you serious?
On Cloud Scene?
In the
I don't
Carbonite chamber?
I don't think any of the fight scenes with Vader in the old ones are really that great choreography wise.
I agree. It was a little cheesy.
What?
I thought 6
for the time
was better done. Because I know that 6 was so much better done, that is why I criticized 5, because they're both in the same time period. And I thought 6's fight was much better than 5. I don't think 5's focus was the lightsaber battle, though. It was the fact that he was saying he was his father. That was the focus. So I just don't think the choreography was...
Yeah, I mean, it was like he's going up against Darth Vader. Like, he's not trained for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's him, like, fighting for his life.
Maybe that does have something to go
and
into it.
It's like a horror movie. Like, Vader's chasing him down, like, going down those dark hallways and, like...
Yeah.
Never looked at it that way.
Yeah, it's like... It's not like
it just was very, like... The way they depicted Vader in the original trilogy in the fight scenes was very like rigid fighting.
Yeah.
Like he's just like,
which that does have something to do with his suit.
I know.
Right. There is that aspect to it.
Yeah, it's definitely the suit.
But like he wasn't like that in Kenobi or Rogue One.
He was not held back by that suit.
No.
In Rogue One.
But
yeah.
But to think about it,
he's much older.
From a like the inspiration that George Lucas took was from like fencing and fighting with a sword.
Yeah.
And
they're not like they're
samurai
not,
fighting.
They're more rigid.
Yeah, definitely more rigid.
So. Anakin uses the Force a lot when he fights too, normally, and I feel like in the original trilogy he just didn't much.
Well, you also have to remember that Vader wasn't trying to kill him.
I guess
he was trying to capture him alive.
That's true.
Part of that is because he was his son, but part of it was because he was wanting to take him back to
You've
Palpatine.
Convinced me.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's as rigid as you're thinking. Like, compared to A New Hope.
Yeah,
when him and Obi-Wan fight.
Yeah, that is one of the worst fight scenes I think in all of Star Wars.
They're touching tips. That's what they're doing.
Exactly.
That's what they were doing. It was like Spaceballs.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of like fan created reenactments of that, and some of them are really cool.
So good.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Vader's like chopping up the hallway, the floor, because he just is going. It shows his anger, and his hatred.
Yeah, it's a lot more similar to like the Vader in the Kenobi series.
Yes,
when you get like the
passion,
the raw passion of him, like really, really trying to kill Obi-Wan.
Yeah, or the scene where he's like, he pulls down that ship.
Yes.
He like marches in and just
halts it in its tracks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
One of the best scenes.
Yeah. Okay, so we put it at B. We put that one up there at S tier.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi. Return of the Jedi, sorry.
Return of the Jedi. A?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put it at A.
Absolutely at A.
Because you said it was your
Without
favorite
a doubt.
of the originals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Force Awakens.
I'll put that at B.
Best of the three.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so too. B, you think?
First half of it's really good.
Better than The Phantom Menace, level with Attack of the Clones and A New Hope?
That's painful.
Yes.
Or do we move some things to make things make sense?
Because I've only seen this one twice, you have to convince me, and maybe there's a reason for it, and you can. How do Finn and Rey pick up a lightsaber and defend themselves from a trained Sith Lord?
Well, he's not a Sith Lord. And he's still...
He tries
I'm
to
not
convince
saying-
himself that he is.
He's not. You're right. He's not Palpatine. He's not Anakin.
But
he's
he never
basically-
finished his training as a Jedi.
I would say he's the same level as Maul.
No chance.
No, I don't think so.
Maul was a
Maul
trained
would wipe the
assassin,
floor with him.
Just an assassin. He was never actually
he was
trained
actually a Sith Lord.
by, kind of, but he was never trained by a Sith Lord. He was trained on Mustafar by others as an assassin. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm actually getting this knowledge from Plagueis, so I don't know how true this actually is.
Yeah, that's not canon.
That's
sorry.
why you're right. All right.
It is a
He
good
was
book,
trained
though.
He was trained...
by Sidious.
Yeah, he's trained by Palpatine.
Yeah, because so in the book Plagueis, it doesn't really talk about they ever have one-on-one, like a lot of one-on-one training. He sent Maul to Mustafar to be raised by the droids, and then I think he hired a strong, like assassin type person to train him in the arts of using the Force and the Jedi, and then he kind of trained him in the Force. But like as far as fighting, I don't
the actual
think Palpatine trained him in the book. Didn't train him very much one-on-one.
Probably because he was still secret, right?
He was.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was still hiding him from Plagueis because
He's
Plagueis
still
wanted
a
him
senator.
to go find an assassin, somebody to do their bidding in the shadows. But Palpatine had obviously other plans for him. But yeah, so okay.
Interesting.
That's- you're right. I can't take that and use it
Yeah,
against
it's
him.
not canon.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a
Sadly.
legit Sith Lord.
Yeah, he was...
Okay.
Darth Maul, like, that's the title
Yeah,
of
you're
a
right.
Sith Lord.
That's fair. But I don't know. I still think some
But for the
ex-stormtrooper, are you
time,
kidding me?
yeah, for the time, he's like one of the most powerful,
Yeah.
like dark Force users in the universe. So like,
I don't know.
And
we
think
could-
of it,
we
and
could
think
say
about
that, but-
his parents. I mean, like Leia was extremely Force sensitive,
yeah,
and I know midichlorian count doesn't automatically mean you're powerful, but I mean Han and Leia. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the argument people make is like he's still like an apprentice,
Sure.
and he was shot in the leg, and so he's like injured. And honestly, like if you watch through that fight, like nothing that either of them do to him is impressive.
No, it looks sloppy.
Yeah.
But I
So-
just
yeah,
feel
they
like
look inexperienced while trying to do
Yeah.
it. They're like trying to figure out as they go. Like,
I just
And
feel
he's
like,
like
he should have cut them
holding
down.
his like injury while he's like trying to fight them too, and
yeah,
I don't know.
I just kind of assumed they wouldn't be able to stand 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I feel like
Yeah,
that
I mean-
should have been.
I think that's about as long as it is.
yeah.
But I don't even think that should have even happened.
Well,
I think
and
they should
then-
have cut down
I agree with you.
immediately.
Well, and then the planet starts to like, or the terrain starts to
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and that kind of like forces everybody. Okay, we got to go our separate
So
ways here.
maybe the external forces maybe carried a lot more weight in helping them.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, help survive. Yeah.
Maybe I just need to
Yes.
watch it again.
There's just
But-
like a lot of different
perspective.
things that like made it all line up to be like
Okay.
give
Yeah.
them the slimmest chance of surviving it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's my
I mean,
biggest flaw
Finn
with the
got
movie.
cut
so.
down.
Yeah, true. Technically, yeah, he did.
Got
Yeah,
a
but
huge injury.
I don't think you're wrong in your thinking of like, how
Okay.
are these two like literally? If
yeah,
it,
it's a common
he should be able
complaint.
to just like pick him up and like rip him apart if
Yeah.
he really
They
wanted
have
to.
zero force ability to counter him.
Yeah. It's like going up against just like a regular human
Yeah.
being. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that was the point. Like
Okay.
the point of the movie, like the movie's called The Force Awakens, and a lot of people think that it could be meaning different things, but it really means Rey. Like the Force awakened in Rey.
Yeah.
And like we don't find out why until later.
Yeah.
And obviously they didn't know why when they wrote the movie, but
They had no idea what they were doing.
yeah. But like that's the point. Like she is somehow powerful, and like we don't know why, but like the Force is what it is. Like it's mysterious, and like we don't know.
All right.
What it
Well,
was
and some of it too
wanting.
is like I think that scene and like the purpose of that movie was to the first part of the movie you think that he's just this like all powerful like Sith Lord, like he's just like wreaking havoc across the universe, like with all of his troops trying to like follow in the footsteps of Vader. But then they start to show like truly how like weak he actually is. And that scene I think is like, dang, you can't even take down like two
it was
non-Force users.
The point of the entire
maybe
scene.
that was the point. Okay.
Yeah.
So looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah, it shows
makes a
more
lot
of his
more
weakness
sense.
rather than like a
Their
flaw
strength.
in the movie.
And really, that's the whole
like that.
trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. A lot better. Instead of showing their strength, it's showing his weakness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great. See, that's why I asked. I knew there's probably an explanation.
Yeah.
So okay.
So we think B or C?
B. At least B.
I think
B.
I'm happy
too.
with B.
Yeah.
like the first half of that movie is so good. Basically until they bring in the original trilogy characters.
Yes.
Which that
Literally.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's
Like it was such a good setup for like a new
Yeah.
like new characters, new era, and then they bring in the old characters.
That's
and,
too bad. Everybody cheered, and then it was like a letdown from there.
Yeah. Han died, and then Luke died. Yeah.
Okay. The Last Jedi.
If that one's B, I mean, I feel like it would.
I
think it
think
would have to
for
be C
me, it can't be higher than a C.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
But I don't know if it's quite like of the two that are remaining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it here.
I think it's D actually, because I don't think it's better or even the same as
Yeah,
one or
I don't
Solo.
think it can be better than the two that are above it.
Yeah,
and
I'd
I
say
don't
D.
think it quite belongs in the same row as them either.
I don't think so either. Yeah,
I'd
I
say
agree.
D.
Okay.
Yeah.
D's healthy. It's definitely not an F. It's
No.
Yeah.
you can't disgrace it with
Yeah,
putting
it has
it with the
a
battle
lot of good. Right. It has a lot of good in it.
Yeah.
Even if some of it is controversial, I think.
Sure.
Mhm. And then I think this probably belongs in C, we think.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say F.
Oh.
I would also say.
I like D.
Like should not exist.
Put it in front on F, but put it in front.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I
that
was
should
gonna
not
say.
exist. That I can agree should not exist.
Yeah, I think it's the worst of the three by far.
Okay.
It was just rushed and
Yeah.
brought back Palpatine for no reason, and
Yeah.
See, I loved bringing back Palpatine. I did.
Really?
The concept of it.
concept of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was cool. Like, oh, great idea. Because I thought they were going to do that in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And then Snoke was brought out of thin air. But
Yeah.
I thought they were going to do that originally. So I already kind of had that in my mind. Like, I was already let down by that not happening. So I think that I enjoyed him coming back a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the kind of the how he came back was what I was
Yeah.
kind of like, oh,
yeah. That was a big reason for me that I like the way they announced it too
yeah.
in Fortnite.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
It kind of was, yeah. The
like
cackle.
the intro crawl says the dead speak, saying like a voice has been heard across the galaxy, like Palpatine's back or whatever.
Everybody heard the cackle.
That happened in Fortnite. Like they had an event of like having like his laugh and like he says something
I didn't
across
know
the
this.
servers.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then they release a trailer.
See, I didn't realize
Whenever that was.
when I was watching it on Fortnite. I was playing with Harrison actually, and I didn't realize that was the first time. I assumed it was probably at Comic-Con or like at a press release or something, and then it was. I was very disappointed when I found out. Really, Fortnite got the nod? Are you kidding?
Yeah,
That's so
they got an
interesting.
important like the most important plot detail for the movie.
Yeah, for the whole series, the whole trilogy.
Because then the whole beam in the movie is like they're all like somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah.
And no one plays Fortnite that cares about this. Like or like knew that it was a thing.
I didn't.
And then like okay,
so weird.
It was weird.
so how?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
It was similar to like when Poe says they fly now. It's like, they've been flying for.
Well, I have some beef with that though.
I have a lot of beef with that
because he's saying it as his character. He's never seen a clone trooper before. Like just
That's
because
true.
clones had it doesn't mean like the Force.
See, all the things I don't
like.
you like make me realize like okay, that makes sense.
Like I never understood why that was such a hated line because like, and it's just because John Boyega said it in an interview.
Why would he know about the Clone Wars?
Yeah, like this is like 60 years after the Clone Wars,
and I don't think that
he would have been like
the schools are teaching much about the Clone Wars.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Like why would the Empire?
If they've
teach about
never,
that?
and they're not clones.
Yeah, nobody cares.
You know.
Yeah,
we know so much more than Poe does. So
That's
of course
true.
it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. To
that's
us.
true.
But like, we had never seen them fly before either.
Stormtroopers.
First Order stormtroopers.
Mhm.
Yeah, or even stormtroopers in general. We didn't see that until Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like if you were a stormtrooper in the First Order, like I feel like it's not technology that would be like that baffling to you that you'd be like, they fly now. Like I don't know. Like I feel like
you're in the universe of Star Wars. Like,
Yeah,
why
like,
is that so impressive?
I feel like they would have.
Yeah.
He would have
It's
seen that as a soldier, like in training and
or
like
just
all
assumed,
that kind of stuff,
or
like,
heard.
Unless
They
it was a
have.
new thing,
Yeah.
I guess. But like, he was also like a really low level stormtrooper.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
And that was his first day that we saw him in Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Even the actor had questions with that line though.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's why it blew up because he
Yeah.
said that in an interview.
Yeah.
But like,
So yeah, I see your point though. That's very valid. But I also I'm with you on. But yeah, you may not know about the clones, but how did you not know that stormtroopers had jetpacks now? That part is also a valid question, I think.
yeah.
But yeah, you make a good point.
yeah, I just don't think he would have. He definitely wouldn't have ever been picked to be one of them.
No, but I feel like if
It was his first day.
if you're training in a soldier or you're training in an army as a soldier, like I don't know, I feel like through your training, they're going to explain all the
also,
equipment
we
and
never
technology
saw
and stuff.
flying clone troopers in the movies either.
Mm-mm.
No.
That
Well,
was
we only ever saw.
Not even on Kashyyyk. I feel like there was a couple
No.
scenes where they're.
No, it wasn't.
Didn't
a
get to
thing.
see it until Clone Wars, and that was season 7 Clone Wars.
Yeah, because so the
In Jango
the
Fett.
battalions that you got to see for the at least long period of time, like on Kashyyyk, I mean that's a Ranger battalion. They're not gonna have jetpacks.
True.
The only battalion that would have had jet troopers would have probably been on Felucia, and you saw this much of Felucia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that actually kind of tracks because, none of the Jedi's battalion, the main characters Jedi battalions, had them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like special ops
Yeah,
guys.
they
that, like-
exactly. They were
Yeah. Like
commandos,
Even in the Clone Wars, we don't.
yeah.
or the shock troopers, which the shock troopers were Aayla Secura's battalion.
Yeah.
And then
Alright,
of course,
fair enough.
What is Fives? What's the name?
ARC Trooper.
ARC troopers.
Mhm.
Only
yeah.
specific ARC troopers, but ARC
yeah,
troopers,
yeah.
and you don't see very many ARC troopers either.
No.
So that's
Alright.
fair.
He's valid.
Yeah. I mean, I get the criticism, but I don't
Sure.
think it was like that big of a deal. I think it was kind of reaching.
If you put some thought into it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can explain it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's review and just see if there's any changes we have. So in S tier, we've got Episode 3 and Empire Strikes Back. We agree with both of those.
Mm-hmm.
Think so.
Spencer, are you
Yeah.
are you struggling with that?
Rogue One. No, that's good.
Okay,
I like
so
this.
Rogue One
I think
and
it's debatable, but yeah.
Return of the Jedi. Do we feel like those are both A? Do either one of them belong in S tier?
No.
Return of the Jedi is pretty solid. It wraps up everything very well.
Yeah.
I can't think of a flaw off the top of my head. I'm sure we can find one, but I can't think of one. Like, no knee-jerk glaring issues.
Yeah, I think the biggest criticism people had with that movie was the fact that the Ewoks could
take down the
Empire.
Hey, they're on their home turf, man.
Yeah,
true.
And they're scrappy.
And stormtroopers, at that point in time,
Idiots.
they really did have view problems. Like, they talked about that. Like, that's in lore, and they have those targeting systems that are very new that if you don't calibrate them, like, all of those things stack. Their armor is not meant for that type of atmosphere. Their vehicles are not meant for that type of climate and atmosphere.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I feel like you could really make a case that, like, it's definitely possible. I mean, think about like us in Vietnam. Like, we're the biggest military in the world, and we got our butts kicked because of the jungle. Period.
Yeah. Guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, we got absolutely obliterated. So I'm actually not.
Ewok
I mean, I think you
warfare.
can explain that.
Ewok warfare.
Yeah.
It's a new tactic out there. Ewok warfare. Okay. And then B, we've got Attack of the Clones, A New Hope, and Force Awakens.
So no, not S tier in Return of the Jedi. That's kind of what I was maybe pushing for.
Nodding for.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't push it up against it.
Do we have anything against it to say no?
I think if you compare it to the other two that are in that row, I think the gap between like Rogue One and then Episode 3 and Empire, like, I think the gap of where it lands in between there, it's closer to Rogue One than it is to the other two.
You think it's better than Rogue One?
I think so.
So
I
it should
think
be
so too.
So switch them.
Okay.
That makes me happy. All right.
Might be A+. If they had it, but we'll keep it an A.
I like it. No, I like that. That makes me feel better. Because, thinking that it was on the same level as Rogue One was difficult for me. But saying it's just a touch better, I can deal with that.
You could make a case that both of them belong in S tier because they're that good.
They are. They're
but
good.
I don't know. Like, if you have to separate a little bit between like S and A, like, I think that's the
to
split.
fill all the columns.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I mean, if I was making this list just myself, it wouldn't look like this. But
We know what yours would look like.
Yeah.
it wouldn't look that much
Mine
different.
wouldn't be
But like,
too much different.
See, that would be an interesting thing to like.
we all each individually do it, and then
So we did it as a
show
group,
our
and
results.
then now we'll go through
No,
and
I will guess what yours are and see how close I am. Because I
That
would
would be
probably get
funny.
pretty close.
yeah.
I can think of 3 that would be an F.
Yeah.
Maybe 4, I guess, with Clone Wars.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, so then B tier, we've got Attack of the Clones, A New Hope, and Force Awakens. Are we good with all 3 of those in that tier? Anything up or down? Is the order of those 3 correct?
I think the order is definitely correct.
Order's correct, yeah. I could see Force Awakens being bumped down to C
I agree.
if that's something everyone would agree on.
Yeah.
Because that's almost like a C+ situation too.
Yeah, I would agree.
Is it better than...
I think it would go between 1 and Solo, personally.
So it's better than Solo, but not better than Episode 1?
I think so. We did point out how it's not as needed, though. So that's a big flaw.
Mm.
Liam Neeson?
Oh, exactly.
That's all you need to say.
Exactly.
Jar Jar?
For real. Boss NASA is a G.
Boss Nass? Yeah.
There's no character in Force Awakens that is better than the characters in 1. That's a big thing for me, and that's how I connect to movies.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's better.
So do you actually love Jar Jar?
I love Jar Jar.
Okay.
I think he's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Is he needed? Probably not. But
Absolutely not.
the thing is he was totally used as a pawn, though. Like like Palpatine, again, going back to Plagueis, the book, Palpatine talks about how he views the Gungans. And he's like, yeah, sure, like, they can live on our planet, but they need to stay in their swamp cities and waterways and stay out of our world because they're just, what did he call them? He basically called them like barbaric. And so he definitely has a view on them and how just stupid they are, basically.
What a racist jerk.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally racist to Gungans. Yeah. So him using a Gungan as his puppet on Naboo was genius.
Yeah.
Because he knew he could control him, but he knew that he would have a lot of say being indigenous. So
cool. True.
He's important in that aspect, but again, probably could have been done in a few sentences to explain.
Yeah, important later, maybe not in the Phantom Menace.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah.
But
I fully agree with that.
He's funny.
Darth Jar Jar.
That theory, that was fun. That was a fun rabbit trail. Yeah, it was. That was a fun rabbit trail to go down.
Yeah. Okay, so we think this order here of 1.
Yes.
We think Solo's in the right spot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then D is good, and F is good too.
He's the Last Jedi. Yeah. Audio listeners, remember?
Oh yeah, sorry. D is the Last Jedi, and then we've got
Rise of Skywalker
and the Clone Wars movie. In F.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah. I think this is a good list. I think it's a good balanced list. I think there's not really a ton. If you think about it like this, like if you look at every single film that's on here and you give it like a +1, -1, like they're generally in the right order. If you were to like rank all of the films and stuff,
a 1 bar margin of error.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the S tier is correct. I think that truly is like the 2 best films in there
all around.
And then if you go down to like the A tier, kind of like what we said, we've kind of got like a A+, S minus category with some of those, but
yeah.
I wish they would have expanded on the Battle of Hoth a little more.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with that as a kid.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was still fantastic.
I think it would have been cool to have a Vader fight scene on that planet.
Like
in the
going
snow.
down the ice hallway and just slaughtering
cool.
rebels. That'd be sweet.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So we can screenshot this and maybe make it available as our like ranking.
Or like you can download or save it at the bottom. I think there's a button for that.
Save or download. Any specific spot? Just on the desktop is fine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Time is it?
11:03.
Are you so good?
Yeah.
Okay. This game will be pretty quick, I think. So we're going to play, for those of you out in our audience who remember the good old days of Pokemon, and in the show, they would have like a little like in between cutscene of like, who's that Pokemon? And show like a silhouette of one of the Pokemon, and then they would like reveal it. We're going to do that with Star Wars creatures. So I have can you pull it up on the screen?
Creature.
Who's that creature? Nice.
So how it will work is each of you will have 4 creatures four creatures to guess. And we'll just go in like clockwise order. And so if you guess the general like movie and scene / like creature and can like describe it well, like you get 1 point. If you actually get the true like creature's name, then you get a 2nd point.
Okay.
If you can't guess it, then we'll go to like the next person clockwise for a steal, and they get an opportunity to steal, and you can maximum steal just 1 point. So whether you guess the creature actual's name or just the general like scene or movie or whatever, then it's still just 1 point for a steal.
Okay.
So, and then if you can't do it, then Nobody gets the points for that one.
Okay.
So here is an example.
And it's just from the movies.
Just from the movies, yeah, no shows. Although some of these creatures show up in like a lot of movies or shows or whatever.
Right.
So this would be an example. I would show the silhouette, and then you'd be able to see that that is pork.
Wait, glad that was the example.
Yeah.
Yes, I was like, let's start with something super easy and recognizable.
And I just told him the answer.
Yeah.
before we
Yes.
started.
I can't remember the name of it. That's funny.
Okay, so let's start here with Brad, and then we'll go down the line that direction. So the first one.
So I'm guessing the name and the movie.
If you can guess the name, you don't have to guess the movie. Like, if you guess the name, then that's like...
Is it the same from the Old Republic?
No.
You sure?
I don't think so. But maybe.
Don't help him. You can steal.
I feel like it is. We get hints. Like, is the name like a generic name?
No.
Okay. So it's like a unique name.
Yeah.
Is it a Volptilla?
That is very close.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
It's something like that.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's like pretty dang
What
close.
is it? Volptix.
Yeah.
Okay, the one in Old Republic is Volptilla.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't there a Pokemon Vulpix?
Vulpix.
Looks, yeah.
Very much like that.
Fire, but yes.
Yeah.
like
Okay,
looks
I
like
was
this,
like-
but fire.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think because Vulpix, there's like it means fox in some other language.
Oh.
Maybe Japanese. I don't know.
It might be, yeah. I don't know. Okay. So you get 2 points for that one. Let me keep track over here.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
I was just gonna describe it and say it's from The Last Jedi.
I almost just said ice fox.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like they'll have creative names like that, but
Yeah.
then they'll like really generic names too.
Definitely.
Would you rate that one hard or easy?
That was hard.
Okay.
I agree.
Because you got it. So I was like, oh,
I
Then we're in for a
half
treat.
got it.
yeah. Oh, you got 2 points for that one.
Only reason I
All
got
right,
it
Spencer,
was 'cause of Old
you're up.
Republic. That's hard. Or maybe not. You bumped it again.
I want to say that it's one of the fish in episode 1. I just don't know which fish. Because there's always a bigger fish.
There is always a
Always.
bigger fish.
That's
So if he doesn't get the name, I can get the steal for the name? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Just
would
get the 1 point.
Would I
though.
still get the 1 point?
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
get you got that part right. That
And
is
then
correct.
I just get the 1 point then. If I get the name.
Yeah, if you can actually guess the true name, then
I don't know the true name.
okay. So, Josh, do you know the true name?
Isn't it a Globerfish?
It is not
What?
that. I know.
Oh.
Yeah, Jar Jar does say that,
looks
but it
just
is
like
called an OPC killer. This is the one with like the giant long tongue that like
That
grabs
snatches
the
him?
ship and pulls him back, and then the bigger fish comes and like bites this one,
Okay.
and then he releases. But yes,
Huh.
it's in a Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I think he just calls all sea creatures that.
Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense. Gungan.
Yeah.
Freaking
Makes
idiots.
sense. He's an idiot.
Idiots. Dummies.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was
It's a
2
mess.
tentacles. so
Yeah,
that really
I
threw
did
me
not
for a
know that
minute.
that was the name of it.
Yeah,
I
would've
just
never-
figured
I'll
like
look
sea
after.
creature.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
only
I
one I
never
could think of.
All right, Josh, you are up.
Oh, jeez. So these are the poisonous things in episode 2 that they released to kill Padme.
Yes.
But I will never guess.
Okay, so you at least
The
get
name.
1 point.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody would know this
That's-
actual name.
that's
That's kind of
obscure.
crazy. So for the steel, if you can.
I feel like I might have heard it once, but I never would have.
I don't think they say it in the film.
Doesn't
Not in the
Anakin
film.
say it?
Yeah.
No.
No, they just
They
say,
don't say anything.
I
They
sent
just
it
like-
too.
Yeah,
I think-
I sent it too.
chop it in
I
half.
think they
Yeah.
do
jump out the
say
window.
this in. I don't know what animated series it is. I would guess
They
maybe,
do come back.
maybe Clone Wars.
I think you do just get introduced to them in Clone Wars, completely unrelated
Yeah.
to anything in
Like
episode
they're
2.
used again.
Yeah, you just see them.
Yeah,
as
another
creatures.
assassin uses them.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know it was in because we had episode 2, so I know it was in that. So it's
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
because it's a combination.
I've totally seen it, but
I don't remember.
I would be impressed.
In so long.
Mm-hmm.
Flipping through the pages in his mind.
Yeah. I can see the page, and I can't see the words.
Could tell you everything on the page except for that.
Yeah, I mean it's got Zam
Yeah.
Yeah.
and her gun, maybe Django as well. I'm gonna know as soon as you. It's gonna ring the bell as soon as you show up. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I heard the sound of Anakin's speeder.
Yeah.
And her speeder.
This is a Cahoon.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool one. Okay. Back to you again.
It's so easy.
Varactyl from episode 3,
Yes. Well done.
and
What's
her
its
name is
name?
Boga.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yep. Only reason I know that is from the Lego set.
And the only reason I knew that is because I watched the podcast of you saying that you know it from the Lego set.
Love it.
Okay, Spencer.
Oh,
That's easy.
this is a Dewback.
Yes. Well done.
I was
which
drawing a
movie?
blank. I was like,
They're in
They're
like
all everything.
they're literally in almost every single one.
which is funny to think about.
Yeah.
Not in the theatrical version though.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the remastered.
Yep.
Or maybe they had a weirder looking version of this, like way in the background, just like
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel like
think
on,
they did.
on Tatooine you can see them in the distance, but I don't think you knew what they were.
no, they didn't
Yeah.
have like it
No
wasn't like front and
significance.
center with like a stormtrooper
I-
riding it or
I
whatever.
honestly don't think it did, but maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so Spencer got 2 there. Okay.
Tauntaun.
What is that?
I know.
The silhouette does not.
This is a male tauntaun.
A well-hung
Alpha male Tauntaun.
What in the world?
That silhouette did not do it justice at all.
Even without the silhouette, it still looks like it.
Yeah, it's a little questionable. But I tried to find one that wasn't like
At an angle,
super
maybe?
obvious what it was, because a lot of them had pictures of Han riding.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want that. I
That's
want
true.
just that. And so I tried to find one that like didn't show all the features of what it was. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I hear they smell worse on the inside than the outside.
Okay.
They do say
Back
that.
to you, Brad.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, is it The Force Awakens?
Yes.
I have no idea what the name is. It's like,
Um.
is it a generic name?
Yeah, I think it's The Force Awakens. No, it's not really. Well, what do you mean by generic? Like,
Like something bird?
no. It does have a name,
Star Wars name.
and it has shown up in other things other than The Force Awakens after it showed up here. It was featured in some other things.
Really?
I don't know if it was like games or like, but it has shown up in some other things. I did look at that.
Mm.
Is it known to be force sensitive? Is that something that you
No.
would know? Okay, then I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, in Plagueis talks about swamp haunts,
Mm.
and they're force sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why
Interesting.
it would narrow it down. But yeah, that would really
Yeah.
get
Pretty cool. Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, Spencer for the steal. Any guess?
Seeing a bird in Star Wars. What?
Not really.
Not the movies, at least.
Yeah, there's different birds and different.
Porks.
I mean, besides the pork. But the bird looks like that, like a vulture.
Yeah.
I know exactly what scene it is, but I just don't know.
It is called a steel pecker.
I almost said is pecker in the name.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
So this scene is when they are on Jakku and there's just like debris and she's like scavenging and this is pecking at like a piece of equipment or metal or whatever.
Steel pecker.
Yeah. Pecking at steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Durasteel pecker.
Yeah.
Force Awakens. Okay, so you get 1 point for that one.
I think I do recognize that name from the new Lego Star Wars.
Yes, it was Lego Star Wars. There's a challenge that you do to do something with the steel peckers.
Yep. That rings a bell.
Yeah. Okay, Spencer.
Also shows up in a game.
Yeah.
The movie is The Last Jedi, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So you at least get 1 point. Can you just actually I won't give that to you just for guessing the movie. Can you describe like
I mean,
trying to remember what that planet's name is, but it's the casino with the horse track, which is what that is.
Space Horse.
But I forget the name of the species.
You can like bet on them in
Yeah.
the new game. Gosh.
Outlaws.
Outlaws. Dang it, I forget to. It's gonna make me mad when I hear
Does it start with a B?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Okay. So you at least get 1 point. Josh for the steal. Any attempt?
Remember.
No.
Remember.
It is a father.
Yes.
Dang it. I won a lot of money on Outlaws.
Yeah.
You have to like listen to the people give you a hint.
Yeah, I love that.
That's awesome.
So cool.
What's that planet called?
Canto Bite.
Yeah.
Canto Bite.
All right, Josh, yours.
Planet's called Canto.
It kind of looks like, this is not a formal guess, but it kind of looks like the creature that like farts in Jar Jar's face on Tatooine, but I don't think it is.
It does
The
look like that.
head looks like the.
I didn't choose one of those, so I'll say what that is. That's a Eope.
Yeah, Eope.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that, but the back isn't right. This has like it almost looks like an ostrich.
Yeah, it does. Recognize this.
Oh,
I know
that's
what
good.
it
Good.
So if I don't recognize it, that automatically tells me it's in the new 3 trilogy. But then, which one is the question?
You know what it is?
Mhm.
Okay.
So I don't. Not in. I'm
really
gonna
hope
go
it's
with-
not what I think.
I don't know the name of it, though.
Oh.
Yeah,
I definitely don't know the name. I'm gonna go with The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
Because that's the one I've seen the least, and I'm pretty sure. I feel like it looks familiar, but I would not be able to tell you where in the scene or anything like that.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
I want to guess if he doesn't get it right.
The actual name?
That's it. That's all I got. That was my.
Yeah,
formal.
he's right with
I don't know
his
the name.
guess.
There's
okay.
no shot I know the name.
Okay. Yeah, you at least get 1 point.
Yeah, I remember like, but yeah, I would have never known.
Yeah.
No, he got the movie wrong.
It is in both of them.
Wow.
Yeah. When he's like flying up to or when she's. Yeah, it's in both. It was listed as both. This was the first appearance of it.
Yeah.
Because she goes to his.
It.
Yeah.
Luke milks it.
Yeah, but it's also in the other one too, just like when they're walking around the island.
It's still
like,
there.
Yeah.
It's just chilling,
Yeah.
waiting to be milked again.
Yes.
It's time.
Yeah, and I tried not to pick the one from the movie scene because it was way more obvious what it was.
I thought
sitting on that rock.
It's like other Finn was his hand milking.
Ew.
like his hands like this. Like,
Yeah. I thought you just like cut it out of the movie.
No. Okay, so Josh got
never known
1
the
point
name.
there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Siren?
that's never guessed that one.
Oh,
Apparently, there was some fan art, or maybe it's from like books or whatever of them
Fan
like
art of it milking?
no, of it like swimming. So like, I mean, it's kind of
okay.
got like fins and like
Yeah.
seal like.
Makes sense.
So
makes sense.
yeah. Okay, Brad. This one's pretty tough.
Okay, so are all of these creatures like non-sentient?
So, like, for example, the huts would be sentient.
Correct.
I'm trying to think of if this one would be considered sentient.
Basically,
or
whether
not.
it talks or not.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember the exact scene of this creature and whether or not it like talks or it just like makes sounds and is a creature.
What the heck?
That could be a Pokemon for all I know.
I know.
Yeah, it looks like Grimer.
Jinx.
Jeez.
It looks kind of like a Jinx.
It looks like it's fuzzy. That's what's throwing me off. I'm just gonna guess another creature on Canto Bight. Last Jedi.
No. Okay, Spencer for a steal.
Feeling it's like in the original trilogy. Since we haven't had something from there yet. So I'm going to go with Empire. But I don't know at all.
Yeah,
This is
that would have been my second guess.
Wart.
Something from Return of the Jedi, like
from Return
Jabba's
of the
palace.
Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it?
It is
Okay.
also in the last trilogy or the newest trilogy. I think it is also on Jakku.
Is it like the one like in front of Jabba's palace that like kind of like a frog thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like eats something?
yeah.
Yeah.
It eats a womp rat.
That honestly was going to be my second guess if I
Like,
had one.
sticks out his tongue.
It also,
But I
think,
don't remember it being like have hair on his head.
Yeah.
like little like
It's like
spikes.
horn, but-
yeah.
This is a weird angle from what I think we see it, and so it's
Yeah,
unrecognizable.
like he doesn't have his hand up.
Yeah.
So in my mind, like he looks more like a frog.
Yeah.
But like,
Mhm.
I don't know. Weird.
Got him. Stumped him.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Spencer.
Ooh.
Huh. No idea what that is.
Are you allowed to say, like, how big this thing is? Like, is it
Yeah.
palm-sized, or is it, like,
No, it's big.
huge? Okay. I don't know.
Okay. Not even like a movie guess or
I'm
a
gonna go
planet
with-
or anything.
Revenge of the Sith, but I don't know. Maybe...
Can you say which scene? Which planet?
I'm going to go
Yeah.
with Felucia, something that flies around there, but I don't know.
I don't think it's close enough that
No,
I can give you
there's
that
no
point.
way.
Okay, Josh.
Pretty sure it's the like dragonfly thing from Kashyyyk. in
Yes.
Revenge of the Sith, right?
Ah.
It's
That
like they
is
modeled
true.
their like planes after it. They look
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
one flies
Mhm.
by, and then the ship with the Wookiees on it flies right next to it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there's a couple scenes of or art that they had of like people writing these.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know the name, but
Yeah. All right, Josh with a 1 point steal there.
That's cool.
Well done. Okay. Josh.
this is I don't know the name, but it's the Camino. It's what the Kaminoans ride in and out of the water. Well, I guess Obi-Wan rides one too, but
Yes.
I forget the name of it. It tells you in Clone Wars, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never know that.
That's true. Any guess on the name for a
Nope.
steal? No. Okay.
No shot.
Awa.
oh yeah, of course.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, I think they also model like ships and things on this planet after these as well.
Yeah, kind of like the
On
Arc
Camino.
Fighters are
Yeah.
similar.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which the Kaminoans though didn't create the fleet.
Mm.
The fleet was what's that planet? Pripyat, the shipyards.
Mm.
I think that's where the fleet was made. Because again, this is from Plagueis, but so I don't know how true this is.
Everything's from Plagueis.
To all my knowledge, I've read it so
That
many
probably
times.
checks out.
But yeah, he paid. They didn't have a way to transport the clones. That's just not what they do. And so he found the finest engineers and basically bought them their secrecy and bought them like Hugo Damask or Plagueis bought them to be as secret as possible, because he didn't want to use like the Naboo had the best, right? He didn't want to use them because it'd be too obvious. So he found like the best of the best makers, basically paid them off and bought them so that he could just kind of keep them over here in secret, which is why then the Empire had the Pripyat shipyards.
Is it Kuat?
Kuat. Yeah, Kuat shipyards. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where it was from. So it was like somewhat obscure, but it was a huge operation.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Fun fact.
Nice.
Well, not really a fact. It's fun theory from a book that doesn't matter anymore, unfortunately.
At least as of now.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the last one. That was the end.
That's
Oh,
cool.
wow.
You got some good ones. Like those
Yeah,
are
those
creative
are
some
ones.
obscure
Really
ones.
deep
I was
cuts.
waiting for the Acklay.
Yeah.
the obvious
I
one.
those were going to be too obvious.
Yeah.
I think like the Reek, and I even thought about doing like what's the snow monster from Hoth?
Wampa.
Yeah, it was going to be
A Womp Rat.
Yeah. I
too
mean, you had the
obvious.
Tauntaun in there.
Yeah. Bantha. Yeah, you definitely didn't get
Yeah.
the
And a
super
Dewback.
obvious
It was
ones.
easy.
I
Dewback
tried to
was a good one.
avoid those ones.
No, it's good. It was real good.
Yeah.
So final score here
I
in
did so bad.
third place with 4 points is Spencer, and then in second place with 5 points is Brad, and then
I won.
Josh coming in with 6 points, first place.
Oh, just a steal, I guess.
The steal. You had
Dang.
2 steals.
Yeah.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
I need to
fun
watch
one.
the new series, the new trilogy again. It's been too long. I didn't
Yeah.
recognize any of those. It's been that long. I
Watch
need
it
to
with
again.
the kid, and
I think you'll appreciate
it'll make
it
you
a lot more.
appreciate
I think
it
I will.
if you watch it with your son too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that is the end of the episode. So,
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Josh,
for coming on.
super
Blast. Yeah, that's
Do it
awesome.
again sometime.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll do it.
Anytime. I'll just tell my wife, hey, I'll be gone. I'll be gone for I have
let me
important
be
business.
a nerd for the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Well, till next time, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back in a few weeks.
You are listening to Galaxy Bound Podcast. We do monthly episodes talking about all things Star Wars. We'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe or follow us on whatever platform you are watching or listening from. It helps us grow and reach more people. You can follow us on social media on basically every platform out there at Galaxy Bound TV, or check us out at our website at galaxybound.tv for links to them all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Tauntaun.
I know.
The silhouette does not.
This is a male tauntaun.